there, this is Jennifer with Brown Fields, and today I'm going to show you how to go from knitting in the round to knitting flat and then go back to knitting in the round. I do have a pattern where I have done this making a shrug. I believe it's my Thrive Shrug knitting pattern, and I may have more than that, but that one for sure, it's pretty easy. So I have my stitch marker here, and I've been knitting in the round. Now I'm going to go to knitting flat, and for a couple of rounds I'm just going to leave that stitch marker there, and I'm going to knit flat. And you can switch to flat needles, but I just continue using my cable needles, and I'm going to knit flat, and I'm going to purl this round, and still need to scoot them around. Go ahead and flip it inside out, because now we're working the inside of the yarn, or the shrug, we'll call it. This is just a test piece. All right, now we're going to flip it back over. So we're going to work the front of the shrug, and now we're going to knit. And I'll go ahead and do it another time. So you can see here you've created a gap. So we're going to go back to knitting inside out, and we're going to purl again this whole row till we get back around to the stitch marker. All right, now we're going to flip it back over, and we're going to knit flat. So if your pattern calls to go back to knitting in the round, we need to go ahead and knit this, quote unquote, this row, and then the next row we will knit in the round. All right, so this is where we're going to slip this, and we'll go back and we'll join it in the round. And just go ahead and knit this all the way around, and then you're going to continue just knitting in the round and follow your pattern, and then you have this a hole. Sometimes you can use it if you have a long sleeve for your thumb hole, or a button if you want the button to go buttonhole to go lengthwise, and it's actually a pretty nice seam right there, rather than the bind off and put the backward stitches back on. But this is a good example of how you go from knitting in the round to knitting flat, and then you go back to knitting in the round. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you found that to be helpful.